Hello, it's Dr. Bob Gray Sr. Welcome to Ministry Moments every Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'll come to you, and hopefully this will be a blessing to you and a help. I'm in the 52nd year of ministry as of April, and I just am thrilled to be able to be alive and kicking and winning souls and traveling and doing the best I can, writing books. We got some more books coming out this year. But please subscribe. Go to Ministry Moments YouTube, Bob Gray Sr., and subscribe. And that way you can be a part of this weekly broadcast and hopefully some very practical things that maybe hopefully be of help to you. I want to talk to you today about small Sunday school classes and the small Sunday school classes. In the early 70s, I was a part of the first four-year class, 1976, of Hyles-Anderson College. I'd already been to college once, went to Michigan State University, and worked for General Motors after that as a cost accountant, and enjoyed every minute of it. And then I went to a sword conference and got my heart. Oh man, my heart was warmed. I was thrilled, excited. Dr. Hyles, Dr. Rice sat on the front row. What a tremendous seeing him who is invisible. So many great things happened in that conference. But that's when I decided that was it. I was going to give my life full-time service for God. And so in the early 70s, my wife and family and I were privileged. It was an honor to be a part of First Baptist Church in those early days. Just a couple of thoughts. They had 800 Sunday school classes back then that ran 20, 25 apiece. Now, they had several large classes, and I mean large Sunday school classes, but the heartbeat of First Baptist Church was the small Sunday school class, and very few people realize that, really. Now, they had 200 plus bus routes, but they only averaged the A ministry, only averaged 20, 25 apiece. Now, you have Roy and JoJo Moffett. I love those two. I love them. There's something wrong with them. They're crazy. There's something wrong with them. But anyway, they ran 175 to 100 every week, and they were in the A, and he was back in those days, was part of the A bus ministry. And wow, what a blessing. But people don't realize in 1972 that there was a shift because of the college starting. The college started, and all of a sudden we have all these students, including me, and from around the country, and we just swarmed and came on the property of First Baptist Church of Hammond. And that's when Brother Howe started the Fisherman Club, because all these students coming in, he wanted to train them. So the Fisherman Club started, the Foster Club, Starfay Dotson, and so those were great soul winning training ministries, and God used them. But they didn't exist before the college got started because the influx of so many new people. Brother House had to do that. Make sure the whole idea was they had to teach them and train them how to win souls and so on. So that's how that came about. So really, First Baptist Church of Hammond grew and became the world's largest Sunday school before the college ever got started. And because of that, I think maybe there's a little bit of a shift in perception of what went on during those days, and what the growth of First Baptist Church, what you could attribute it to. So let me just give you some thoughts here, some things that I learned from those early days. Number one, a large class. I'm emphasizing small Sunday school classes. Okay, you got that. Number one, a large class is difficult to maintain. Just the record keeping of it is very difficult to do. And the truth is, out of sight, out of mind. You don't mean that to not think about people, but the truth of the matter is, out of sight, out of mind. You let somebody miss for 2 weeks, and you're busy. And all of a sudden one day you go, "Oh man, whatever happened to the Smith family?" And they just slipped off the radar, under the radar, out of the radar, out of the radar, whatever. So I said small Sunday school class. Number one, a large class is difficult to maintain. Number two, large attended Sunday school classes allow people to slip through the cracks. I just mentioned that. So if you have a large number, Jesus had 12, and one of them was a dud. So I don't know what in the world makes us think that we can win the world to Christ, and we're not better than him. We have the Holy Spirit, have power, have the Holy Spirit person living in us. But small Sunday school classes is the emphasis in this ministry moment. So I said, number one, a large class is difficult to maintain. Large attended classes allow people to slip through the cracks. Number three, large attended classes create a herd mentality. a herd mentality. And, oh, you don't want that. First Baptist Church, oh my goodness, the members were loved. When my wife had surgery in those early days, a couple of surgeries while we were there, um, Johnny Colston came, Roy Moffat came. Everybody was taken care of. But because of the small Sunday school classes, a lot of that they were able to do it, and well organized too, by the way. So small Sunday school classes, and this is the emphasis. Number one, a large class, difficult to maintain. Two, a large attended class allow people to slip through the cracks. Number three, large attended classes create a herd mentality. Number four, large attended classes tend to become personality driven. They tend to be personality driven. And we don't want this competition between large Sunday school classes and personality driven and so on. That is not a good thing, not a bad thing, not a wicked thing, but not a good thing. So large attended classes tend to become personality driven. Large attended classes can create jealousy. I'm a member of this class. I remember that Brother Hiles had to constantly bring peace between ministries leaders. And just you say, it shouldn't be that way. Well, they're human like you're human, but it's constantly trying to keep peace. I pastored a pretty large church, and I understand it completely. When they're principle, I've already taught this, but for the principle-oriented people and purpose-oriented people, you can take some people, they want to in the world of Christ, don't care what it costs them. While the bookkeeper department over there sitting there saying, what in the world's the matter with that guy? He doesn't care about this church and so on. And they'll fight each other, is what they'll do. Talking about small Sunday school classes. Number one, a large class is difficult to maintain. Number two, large attended Sunday school classes allow people to slip through the cracks. Number three, large attended classes create a herd mentality. Number four, large attended classes tend to become personality driven. Number five, large attended classes can create jealousy. Number six, large attended Sunday school classes can drift in purposes. They can drift. That's why everybody ought to teach the same Sunday school lesson, everybody from top to bottom, to keep the main purpose. See, the pastor pastors the pastoring people. The Sunday school teachers, if you take 800 and 20, that's 16,000 plus. Well, the pastor, when he has teachers and workers meeting, is really pastoring those who really honestly do the pastoring. And that's good because that means everybody's important, everybody's loved, everybody's cared for. Number seven, last point. Aren't you proud of me? Like that fat woman going underneath that barbed wire fence. A few more points and we'll be through. Number seven, small Sunday school classes allow more involvement. Allow more involvement. The teacher can take people in the class soul winning with them. He can take them to visit the sick with them. He can take those in that class and they spend time together. Which is wonderful. And in a way, you are now creating principled people in your class. And then one day they'll teach. One day they'll have it. That's the whole idea, is to get them prepared enough to where that in turn will go and teach their own Sunday school class. And so we divide and multiply. That's exactly what happens. Okay, here's the whole thought. Small Sunday school classes. We want to, a pastor said, I can't get my Sunday school teachers to visit the absentees. Well, it's because there's too many people in the class, too many people on roll, and we need to work at that and attack that so that it doesn't happen. And everybody needs to be loved. I had 4 children when I was at Hiles Anderson, and our kids received visits from their Sunday school teachers every week. And don't you think, as a dad and my dear wife and I, don't you think we weren't thrilled about that? Because we were thrilled about it. And there it is, small Sunday school classes. And that's the way it was in the early 70s. And that's what built the world's largest Sunday school. And that's what will do it again. We've got to get more people involved in ministry, Ephesians 4, 11, and 12, with the work of the ministry. Everybody ought to have a ministry. Well, I hope this helped you. Hope you learned something. We learned you something. And God bless you. Every Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern time, you join us now and have a great soul winning tomorrow. Win a lot of people to Christ. God bless you.